Hi everyone, this is the Michael Myers fanatic, and I just want to say that once again it's time for us to cross over into that land of ambiguity, the land where night and day are intertwined, where light and darkness meet each other. This land called the Twilight Zone. It's the area of imagination, the fifth dimension. It has so many different titles, and CBS wants to reboot it again, and they want to do what is called an interactive reboot. I will admit that even as a huge Twilight Zone fan, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to pretend to know what it is, because I don't know. But I know they want to do it. But I want to throw something at you. If they can't do a full-fledged reboot, why not do another television special like they did in 1994 with James Earl Jones? That would be cool. Or they could do another Twilight Zone movie like the 1983 Twilight Zone movie. These are just ideas that I'm throwing out there. I even have an idea for a Twilight Zone episode. Like, they could have an episode where a guy is talking to his friend and he invites the dude over, or the dudette, whichever. If it's a girl, it's a dudette. But anyway, he invites the dude or dudette over, and what if the person is actually a ghost? Wouldn't that creep you out? Like, you're sending messages to your friend on Facebook, and he or she is a ghost, a freaking ghost. That would scare me. That's been my biggest fear for the past 10 years now, because I recently, well, not recently, but at that time it was recent, I got in touch with a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years. And I was thinking to myself, what if he's a ghost? I know you're going to say, you're weird, but am I really weird? This is a weird world. What if that person's friend is a ghost? It's not that far-fetched. I'll give you an example. I'll just make up some names. Larry and James are talking to each other, and James tells Larry, you know what, I gotta go home. And then when Larry calls to see how James is doing, James's mom can say, oh, James died 3 years ago. Wouldn't that trip you out? Don't say it wouldn't. Come on, be real. Y'all know it would scare you. Come on. Because I know you guys are hardcore Twilight Zone fans in the group. Shout out to the Twilight Zone group, by the way. The admin's name is Shelly. Shout out to her. But Shelly, you know that would scare you. You're talking to your friend, your homegirl. You find out she's really a ghost. It would scare me. What if they did an episode where your mom is like a monster from outer space? Your mom or your dad, Can you really be sure that the mother that you left when you went to school this morning is going to be the same mother or father when you come home from school? Can you really be sure about that? No, you can't. It's the Twilight Zone. You can't be sure about anything. I'm just saying, it's something for you to think about. What if your mom or dad is a monster? It's just a thought. It would scare me. I think all kinds of things. Like, if I see somebody and then I don't see him for a while and I see him again, I think, is that the same person that I saw before? Or is it an evil doppelganger? You just never know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on the serious side, they want to reboot the Twilight Zone, and I wish them all the luck in the world. A lot of fans criticize the Forrest Whitaker reboot, and I think there might have been a little bit of racial bias in there, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. I'll put the article about the Twilight Zone reboot in the description box if you want to read about it. So once again, come with me into the area of ambiguity where night and day intertwine with each other and light and darkness meet. This area of imagination, which we call the Twilight Zone. Is your mom or dad a monster? Maybe. Just something to think about. Your friend could be a ghost. I'll leave you with that. I approve this message.